What's up? So in this video, we're going to be looking at Grandmaster Teacher Taj Tarik Bey, and we'll also be looking at his student Sabir Bey. So the purpose of this video is to see whether Taj Tarik Bey, when asked a question, can he give a direct answer? Well, personally, I already know the answer to the question, but I want you guys to see for yourself whether, when presented with a question, can Taj Tarik Bey answer that question directly. All right, so let's get into it.
Dr. G, please ask Taj to address the Supreme Grand Council issue that people are saying, falsely I believe, that he is ignoring.
I'm not ignoring anything among our people. I've been doing this for about 40 years.
Supreme Grand Council issue.
Because the Supreme Grand Council is actually rightfully with Moors coming together, which they should do logically, and all activities basically should be transparent and to the public, with manuals available to the public relative to diversity of their positions under consular principle that are established in fatwa, in Muslim law, etc., that are adopted in constitutional principles and treaty operations called consular venues. And what you find is that people, the common people, to whose birthright that we're all addressing, aren't even aware of it, because they're not teaching them. The people are more interested in positions and titles and controlling people. And I'm saying people that need that, have fun. It's not what I do.
Okay, so now you can see the question that was asked to Taj was, address the Supreme Grand Council issue that people are saying falsely, I believe, that he is ignoring. So people are been asking him about the Supreme Grand Council, and he's pretty much been ignoring them. So he answered the question. Well, rather, he didn't answer the question, which is something very common with Taj. And his followers are clearly starting to wake up and can see that he doesn't answer questions directly. You just saw the answer that he gave to the question that was posed, and he did not answer the question. Now, for all the times that I've been watching Taj, I have only seen him answer one question with a direct answer. Any other time, he's all over the place. When somebody asks him a question, he never answers the question directly. By the time he finishes with his answer, you would have already forgotten the actual question that was asked to him. Now, this is a tactic that these gurus do to just leave you confused and just wanting more from them. It's like, okay, now come pay for my class and I'll have some more information for you there. That's the tactics that these Moorish sovereigns and gurus do, specifically Taj. He never, ever answers a question directly. Like I've said, I've only heard him answer one question directly. Now, we know that Taj Tarik Bey, one of his students, is Sabir Bey. So we're going to take a look at whether Sabir Bey has picked up on his teacher's tactic at not answering questions directly. We're going to look at a video where Swindle Hoodwink went on Sabir Bey's show and asked him a direct question, and we're going to take a look at whether Sabir Bey answered the question directly. Okay, so we'll get into that clip in a second, but before we do, I want to jump into another clip of somebody who reminds me of Taj Tarik Bey.
First of all, we must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. Now, if if I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract. See, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation. So, do not misinterpret the chauvinistic...
Give to the United Negro Scholarship Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to develop without help.
Allow me to expose my colon once again. The ramification inflicted on the incision placed within the fallopian cavities serves to be holistic, taken from the Latin word jalapeno.
Now, doesn't Taj Tarik Bey just remind you of that character from In Living Color? The self-proclaimed genius, the self-proclaimed jail genius. Okay, so now we're going to be taking a look at Taj Tarik Bey's student, Sabir Bey. Now, we're going to see if the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We're going to see if Sabir Bey has picked up on the Taj Tarik Bey effect and see if whether or not Sabir Bey can answer a question directly or if he just deflects the same way his master teacher does. So let's get into it.
Tell you something. If you come on this feed and you don't ask me a million questions, I'm going to be real with you because I have to woosah because I know how our people are. So if you want any of these things, go out and apply those things. Okay? Go apply them. So you on the mic, brother.
I know what the Moorish Republic Army is. It's part of the Moorish movement that happened quite a long time ago. So if you have your knowledge of the Moorish movement, you should know who the famous people were in this Moorish Republic Army, and it's the information's out there. I found that, and okay. you seem like you don't know it.
Okay, you don't know what I know because I don't talk about it. See, this is the problem with people that don't understand me. I want you to research who I am and how long I've been doing this. If you didn't ever pay attention to what I just said to you, right? I said, if I'm going to talk about things, they blocking me right now. I don't talk about things right now on social media anymore. If you want to know about me, I do have probably over 20,000 videos that I've done over 25 years, okay? I've been in radio over 20 years. So the reason why I just said that to the sister. I know it. So for me, I don't have to do it on YouTube, right? You can book me, then I can run these things there. I can take time and do it, right?
Oh, you want me to pay you money for the answer?
It's not about you paying me, brother. Listen to me. Let me run my show. I just told you, if you listen to what I just said to you, I know it. So I'm not going to talk about that right now because that's not what I'm talking about. If you want those things, you can purchase DVDs that I have on it. That's my whole.
So you have DVDs about the Moorish Republic Army?
I have a lot of things. You hear what you want to hear. Please, with the selective hearing.
No, I was just asking a simple question. It's just about the Moorish Republic Army.
I gave you a simple answer to that. Now, it may not be the way that you wanted it, but I gave it to you. What is with these people with this alarm, man?
Sabir Bey, I hate to interrupt you, but that is the bullcrap alarm. They know you are bull-ishing.
They've been doing this like crazy now. Yo, this joint just went off last night like this, man. This is crazy. It's going to stop.
Somebody's smoking in your building. That's what's happening.
No, it's in the garage. Something's going on in the garage. So it happened last night.
I'm not showing any disrespect to you, Sabir, but it's.
Let me help you out.
I listen to you a lot, and I keep quiet. So okay, now it's time to. I've done a bunch of research. Let's see if you've done the same research and stuff like that. So I was just asking the simple question about the Moorish Republic Army.
I got you, but listen to me. If I just gave you my resume, right, and I tell people,
yeah, what does that doesn't.
A resume means a lot. If you ever saw my videos and you ever sat back, you know what's crazy about this? There was a young guy I met in Spain, and all the videos are not on YouTube. I was in Spain, and I just happened to walk down the street. If you watch my videos, you heard me say this before. There was a young guy that stopped me in the middle of the street at nighttime. It's probably like 9 o'clock. This is weird. I still remember the time. I just was in Spain about 2 months ago. And as I'm in Spain, we stopped and we talked for a second. And I said, yo, follow me on YouTube and Facebook. When I went in the room the next day, do you know that this guy DM'd me, this young brother said, yo, I just went through all your videos. I said, what? He said, no, I literally said, no, I swear to God, this is what he told me. He said, I sat with a pen and a piece of paper. And he said, I went back when you had a bald head. I said, no, I don't even remember that. Like, he literally went. Now, mind you, you see how long my locks is. He said, I sat back and watched all your videos thoroughly. I said, really? I don't even watch them. But my point is that when I say resume, that's a reason. Go research it. So I've spoke of it. But if anybody knows me personally, know how many videos I've spoken on a subject. The reason why I don't keep bringing them up is because it's a waste of my breath. You do those for lectures, okay? Then, or if you want to get a DVD, you buy the DVD, right? And you watch the DVD. I'm not going to do all the work for people. I'm not going to keep going back to this same subject because people be like, sometimes people say, you're repeating yourself. You know, lie. This is what I mean. People critique that. They say you could repeat yourself. I was like, yeah, I got it. So let me move forward with current events. And, you know, I'll do something like that because I'm like, I don't have to. There's enough stuff that I have said already that you can go purchase. I don't have to sway it no other kind of way because you don't sponsor me. You don't support what I do. You don't donate to me. So my point is like, I don't have to do that. You can go help me by purchasing a DVD. No, anybody knows if I'm in these particular countries too, you know, I know something. He hung up. So, you know, I know something. It's just that I don't talk about it. For what? Why? What's the benefit? You figure?
Now, as you can see, Swindle Hoodwink clearly stumped Sabir Bey. Swindle asked him about a Moorish Republic army, and Sabir Bey said everything in the world except answering the question. So clearly he has learned that tactic from his grandmaster teacher, Taj Tarik Bey. Sabir Bey couldn't answer a simple question. Now, the question was posed to him. Instead of him just saying, you know what, I don't know the answer, that's a good topic to look into, maybe I'll check it out. Instead of doing that, he had to answer with a bunch of nonsense to make it seem like he's so smart, because he puts out the persona as if he knows it all, which he clearly doesn't. So what he did was he just spoke about a whole bunch of nothing without ever answering the simple question that was asked to him. Now, as I stated, Sabir Bey clearly learned that tactic from his teacher, Taj Tarik Bey. As I've said before, there has only been one time that I've ever seen Taj Tarik Bey answer a question directly. Now let's check out the one time Taj Tarik Bey, when asked a question, actually answered that question with a direct answer.
Elder Taj Tarik Bey, were the Umayyads, the Arab invaders, were they Moors?
Yes.
Elder Taj Tarik Bey, were the Umayyads, the Arab invaders, were they Moors?
Yes.
Elder Taj Tarik Bey, were the Umayyads, the Arab invaders, were they Moors?
Yes.
Now, as you can see, this is Taj Tarik Bey and Sabir Bey being interviewed by Dr. Reggie on 125th Street. This is literally the only time I have ever seen Taj Tarik Bey answer a question with a direct answer. Now, these Moorish gurus, when they're asked questions and they don't know the answer, but they'll still answer and not really answer the question. They do that because their finances depend on it. Being that they're gurus in the community, they're supposed to know everything. So when people ask them questions, they're quote unquote supposed to know the answers. So when they don't know the answers, what they'll do is they'll divert. They will not answer the question that is asked. They'll speak about a whole bunch of other stuff, and by the time they finish speaking, you have already forgotten the question that was asked. Now, as you can see, this is a tactic that Taj Tarik Bey uses, and his student Sabir Bey has clearly picked up that tactic. This is what these guys do. These guys are fake, know-it-all gurus. These people you do not want to follow. Don't follow them. They will just lead you down the wrong path. They're nothing but hustlers and gurus. Everything goes back to money. Buy my class, buy my book, buy my DVD, book me in your city, cash at me, PayPal me. That's all it's about. They're hustlers. So if you don't want to get hustled by them, keep your money in your pocket, because these guys can't really offer you anything anyway.
What's up, young blood? What's up? Swine, my brother? Nah, one thing. Now, let me tell you something. If you hit a man, in time, his wounds will heal. And if you steal from a man, you can replace what you steal. And always cross in the green, never in between. Honorable Elijah Muhammad Ali floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. Just thinking about spending another minute with Farrah convict made me never want to do time in the joint again. Boy, am I happy to see you, man. And always remember, my brother, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, get a dog a bone, 2000 party, oops, out of time, my bacon smelling fine.